I'll sing it once and then you can sing along with me. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. Would you sing that with me? I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. Let's do that again. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. I am never alone. Would you sing that with me? I am never alone. Again. I am never alone. I am never alone. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. I am never alone. 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 I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy. I am guided, guided, guided by the Holy.
Friends, if it's comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Shift your attention away from this manifest playground of planet Earth. Bring your attention inward to that unlimited space of consciousness and to the illumination within. That place of the most holy where divine guidance is ours, where the holy spark of wisdom and life and love shows up to commune with us, not as two separate things coming together, but as one. Knowing that we can never be alone because we are one with all things, that we are one with the one. And pausing on a regular basis is our way to be divinely guided. Is our way to know that the breeze that blows into our sails is always there, pushing us forward. And knowing which way we turn the wheel of this beautiful sail ship, this incredible experience of life, because we relax into divine will, the wisdom to be the greatest that we can be, to be and know ourselves in the wholeness that already exists. And so we pause now for just a moment, aware of our breath, aware of the support beneath us, feeling the breeze that is the breath of God that is moving us forward. We pause now in the stillness and the silence, listening to what Spirit would have us do and be in this stillness. I am guided. I am guided, and I am never alone. With faith and confidence, I follow the divine guidance. I relax into the will of that divine light within. I am guided. Say that with me. I am guided. And now, as you are ready, turn your attention back to this place and time where we are gathered in spirit. Becoming aware again of your breath, of the support beneath you, bringing with you the knowledge that you are never alone and that the breath of God is moving you forward now, right here and right now. I am guided. I am never alone. I am never alone. I am guided. And so it is, and so we let it be.
I am guarded, guarded, guarded by the Holy. I am guarded, guarded, guarded by the Holy. I am never alone. I am never alone. I am never alone. I am never alone. And as we prepare to receive Rev Todd's message, I will do one of my songs called Show Me. Show me what I need to heal as I place my trust in you, in the divine. I place my life in your hands, and I place my trust in you. Yeah, as I walk through the valley of shadows and fear, you are the light that guides me through. So show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know you'll guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace, knowing God is always there with me. I place my life in God's hands. I place my trust in you. And yeah, as I walk through the valley of shadows and fear, you are the light that guides me through. Oh, so show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know will guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace, knowing God is always there with me. So show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know, guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace, 'cause I know God is always there with me. I said, I am at peace, knowing God is always there with me.
That was wonderful, Deidrey. Thank you. Happy Sunday, friends. Happy Sunday. Love it when y'all talk back. We are living in a moment where many people feel overwhelmed, exhausted, uncertain, or strangely numb. That is a direct quote from Birthing a Greater Reality. Those are not my words. Those are Robert Brummett's words, and this book is not, it's, well, within the past 10 years. But, what a great book. I hadn't read it before, and so I am endeavoring in this because Reverend Russell said, hey, let's do this book. And I'm like, okay. And so we're doing this book. And one of the things that Brummett says in this book is he invites us to look at this human experience and be aware of the I'm looking for the right word. The words are messing me up today. This choice that we have, because we have a beast nature. The beast nature. Have you seen the beast nature? Maybe in yourself, maybe in others. And you have the angel nature, right? And we're caught in this tension between beast and angel. It's what an incredible time to be alive on Playground Planet Earth. Here's another quote. It is the greatest of all paradoxes. It's the greatest of paradoxes that the presumably most intelligent species on this planet is also the most self-destructive. Yeah. How about that? Yep. And so as we explore this idea of the beast and the angel, they're in us, right? Because we can read about beasts and angels in our scripture, and we know that in the Holy Bible, every character that's in there represents a state of consciousness, and sometimes we can be a beast, and sometimes we can be an angel. And I think that I want to make sure that everyone understands and is clear on this one idea that we do not need louder opinions. Right? What we need is a greater consciousness. In order to birth a greater reality, we need a greater consciousness to endeavor to be the angel rather than the beast. And wouldn't it be great if all we had to do was turn a light switch? And it'd be done, right? I turned on a light switch this week and it blew a breaker in my house, and I had to have a new light installed. And let me tell you what, the new light is incredible. And if you flip it on, it'll do a night light, and then you have to flip it off and on again really quick, and it's just this beautiful light. And it is wonderful. And how great it would be if we could just flip a light switch and suddenly we were living in a greater reality. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But it does not arrive all at once. A greater reality shows up one person at a time. Here's another quote from Brummett. Another paradox we encounter on our journey is that of what we call personal versus what we call collective, or individual versus group, part versus whole. The transformation of consciousness must take place one person at a time. However, who we are as an individual, as a person, cannot be separated from our relationships and from our environment. Who we are is always contextual. Human beings can never be considered solely as individuals because we are innately connected to a broader group, to a broader web. We do not exist in isolation. And we have to remember that collective change begins with individual consent. Consent's a really important word there, because have y'all ever tried to force somebody else to change? How successful was that? So in our daily word, we had this metaphor of a sailor, and you know, it's spirit is the wind. It directed us to this idea that spirit is always filling our sail and moving us, and we still have responsibility to steer the rudder of our boat, of our ship. We still have responsibility, right? And there is a tension in us, right? There is a tension, the tension of we want certainty. Do y'all want? So you're like, I want to know. I want to know. Mm-hmm. I want to know, right? But divine guidance asks for availability. It asks for us to be available. not delivering definitive answers all the time. And our reading from Proverbs. The human mind plans the way, but the Lord directs the steps. So we are guided in our steps. We are directed, maybe, if we get quiet, if we take that time in the stillness and the silence, if we listen to that greater inner wisdom that is showing up in us, that is directing us to unfold, to blossom, to bloom, to move forward in the direction of our greatest good, of the world's greatest good. And we have responsibility. It doesn't remove our responsibility. It simply redefines it. And so we step into guidance. And then what our task becomes in that stillness, in that silence, in our learning to use these 12 faculties of spirit, these 12 faculties of mind, right, is what is our primary work. And so Brummett says it this way: our primary work then is to see where we are unconsciously blocking the awareness and expression of the divine will. Likewise, conscious evolution may be considered a metaphor for the unfolding of the divine will, not to us or for us, but through us. How is the divine will unfolding through you? And where are you blocking the way? Right, birthing a greater reality. It came as no surprise to me when I see how all of these things kind of like start fitting together, and hopefully each message that comes through me stands on its own, but then they're all intertwined, because this message does not exist without the intertwining of the other messages. And we just got through talking through the whole Advent season and the birthing, and now here we are about birthing a greater reality. After having just done a burning bowl ceremony where we released these things that we identified that aren't serving us anymore. What is not serving us? It once again is repeating a message over, because I guess I need to get it. Maybe some of y'all need to get it, but we have to become aware of how we are unconsciously blocking. How are we unconsciously blocking the unfolding of divine will through us? One of the things that one of the ideas that shows up in this book that really touched me this week was a core distinction between translation and transformation. Translation, rearranging habits, coping better, managing symptoms. Transformation, a shift in identity, who we are being. We translate a lot. In my life, I think everyone's aware that I don't like pickles, and therefore I don't like relish. And therefore, for much of my life, I did not like deviled eggs. Because we're in the South, and everybody puts like chopped up pickles in their deviled eggs. And then I realized I could make my own, and I translated a recipe so that it worked for me. And people do that with their faiths all the time. I've known a lot of people in unity in my years that liked unity. They were attracted to unity because they really liked the message of Jesus without the trappings of hell. And yet they weren't ready to transform. They were translating this teaching so that it worked for them. And that's a great place to be in a spiritual journey, but at some point, spiritual journeys are about transformation. And the teachings of our way shower are about renewing your mind. They're about changing the way you think, about identifying that which no longer serves, that which is not of the Father, and turning the other cheek. Finding a new perspective, seeing life in a new way, in a more expansive consciousness. And so, most spiritual work stalls because we try to transform while still protecting the old sinner. We're still protecting the old way of who we are because we're so attached to our personality. To get to the point where we can say the Father and I are one, which is what our way shower said, who also said, everything I've done, you can do, and even more when you know who you are. And we get attached to this personality, and the personality's done a lot of great things. And that's why it's this paradox of knowing who we are, because who we are is not just who we are as an individual. If I try to say who I am as an individual, I'm a minister, I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a friend, I'm an uncle, I'm a teacher. There are all these roles that we put on. But that's, that ideology is coming out of that beast mentality because the beast wants me to stay alive here on playground planet Earth and not do silly things and get killed. Whereas the angel part of me knows that I am one with the Father. Knows that I am the divine child. The divine sonship is in me and in you. Right? Translation keeps us functional. And transformation makes us available to something new. To something greater. A greater reality. Yes? Says as I was trying to figure out, what's the image that is showing up for me to talk about this, and I got these matches. The burnt matches are exhausted, overextended, spiritually depleted. Who might sometimes feel like a burnout match? And then you have an unlit match that is protected, that is cautious, that is waiting. And sometimes we're waiting. And then you have a burning match, that which is engaged, that is alive, that is being consumed without being destroyed. Because it cannot be created nor destroyed, it merely transforms. We are all invited into an opportunity of transformation as we step towards a greater reality, a more expansive experience of love, a deeper understanding of who we are, aside from the confines that we've created. Right? And it's not about burning brighter because we're forcing something. It's because we are consenting to be transformed, to being greater than the limitations that have been placed on us and that we've believed in and we've put into our subconscious mind. And so we have this paradox of being individuals in this collective world and desiring a greater reality. And our consciousness has to evolve individually, but never in isolation. who we are is limited by our unconscious beliefs, our unconscious ideas, our unconscious attitudes. And sometimes they're even conscious beliefs and attitudes. If you think anyone is less than, and know that you think someone else is less than, there's a place there to heal, that thing to show up and heal. I had that happen to me this week because I got a little judgmental. Y'all ever get judgmental?
Yep.
No.
Liar. I got judgmental this week. I have a friend who does AV work. He's from college and he still lives up in the mountains where I grew up. And he talked about a local high school theater. The PTA got involved because they decided that the production of West Side Story was too controversial and they could not do that. And so the PTA came together and directed the theater teacher to come back with some details about 5 productions that they have deemed are okay for this school to do. West Side Story was too controversial.
Wow.
Let me say that again.
Wow.
That was too controversial. So their short list of 5 productions that they decided that this teacher should look into was MAME. They want traditional values. MAME is about a very strong-willed woman, and I believe that it involves out-of-wedlock pregnancy. Anything Goes. The Producers. If you don't know The Producers is about 2 guys who are trying to swindle people out of money. So they decide the best way to do that is to be producers of a play, of a musical, and they do a musical that celebrates Adolf Hitler. And everyone that comes to, opening night is filled with Jewish people, and they think that it is satire, and they love it, and they're laughing hilariously. The next one, I shook my head at a little bit because it was a chorus line.
Wow.
And I'm like,
That's so.
have they heard Dance 10 Looks 3?
Yeah.
Six and ass.
Yeah. And then, okay, and so then this is where the judgment shows up. The judgmental part of Todd that's still here, that still needs to be healed, is because of the Fish show that they wanted her to look in because they were conservative values and they didn't want drugs or alcohol involved, and they wanted a good show that had great musical numbers and big dance routines, and it was Hair. And apparently no one bothered to Google the song list because even one of the songs is called Sodomy.
Yeah, sure. That's right.
And so I decided that I was smarter than they were. We all have limited ideas and beliefs, attitudes that show up. And when they do, that is an opportunity for us to look at ways we can heal that. And if I think I'm better than someone else, if I think I'm smarter than someone else, that means I'm saying it's okay in consciousness for other people to think that they're better than me. And if someone thinks they're better than me and they're living in their beast consciousness, they might end my life. Worst case scenario. Boy, do we get angry and upset over the most ridiculous things. And say that we believe in something, that we believe, I believe this is who I am. I believe that I am dedicated to life. And if you say, I am dedicated to life, and then you step into your beast nature and you take someone's life, you're not awake to who you are. And bottom line, birthing a greater reality means that we have to wake up to who we are. Wake up to who we are, and are we truly living in alignment with that truth we say we know inside? Are we living in alignment? Do we get to claim that fifth principle that we read here every week? That gift of the fifth principle is integrity. And do we get to claim that? So, our consciousness must evolve individually, but it is not in isolation. Brummett said much of conscious evolution is simply becoming conscious of what we believe to be true. In doing this, we are not going to heal humanity, but we can cooperate with what is awakening within us. We can live into that truth. And for those of you that know Palmer Parker, Palmer said it this way: the way we change the world is by showing up more fully in our own lives. And here's the truth. This work is too important and too subtle and too demanding for us to do it alone. And that's why we're in community. That's why you show up at Crystal Coast Unity. It's why we come together in person and online, is to support one another in our awakening and to keep ourselves and each other awake. Our transformation needs witness, it needs reflection, and it needs language. Transformation needs witness, reflection, and language. And that's why I'm doing a small group. Should you be interested in participating? It's not therapy, it's not to debate ideas, it's a place to notice where guidance is already moving. Not the guidance of your facilitator, but the guidance of Spirit in you. What is the Christ in you calling forth? And somebody might be saying, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You don't have to be ready. Being willing is enough. Being willing is enough. Just show up. So, where are you being invited to shift? What is in your subconscious that you have been ignoring? What is showing up for healing? Not fixing. Because whatever this is, it served you in some way, shape, or form. Not to fix it, but to shift it. What might guidance look like for you if you weren't so invested in certainty and clarity? What would guidance look like for you? So this is the groundwork from which the next several talks I give are going to be based. Right, birthing a greater reality is not about fixing the world. It's about learning how to cooperate with what is being born. Creating a greater reality doesn't begin everywhere all at once. It begins one person at a time. And I hope you are willing to do your part. And that, friends, is what I was guided to share today. And I am looking forward to this adventure. And if you want to join me on Tuesday night, I'll be on Zoom. The link is in your newsletter. And it will be a fun adventure. Or not. Transformation does not come without a cost. Some people like you exactly the way you are. And that doesn't mean anything's wrong with the way you are. You have to get quiet. You have to turn within. And show up for your greatest and highest good. And so it is. Thank you, friends.
Thank you very much, Rev Todd, for your wisdom as always. Let us sing this one. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. And it's very easy, so once you get the hang of it, please sing with me. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. With all that I am, all that I have, all that I could be. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. With all that I am, all that I have, all that I could be. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. I trust in the divine that breathes through me. Breathe. I trust in the divine. I trust in the divine. I trust in the divine. Breathe through me. Breathe through me.
Wow, Deidrey, that was beautiful.